My friend.
So we're live now? Finally? Finally.
Seems that way.
Finally, this is the moment I really waited for a long day. So, hello everyone, my name is Benja, I'm from Chile, and I have my commentaries here at tinahacks, Keaton and Mike. We're gonna do really quick right now the introduction because it's really late in my country, so present you guys.
I'm tinahacks. I run all the games in this series. They're a real experience.
I'm KeatonRL. I run Gunvolt 2, which has Copen in it, the playable character in Luminous Avenger X, which, you know, close enough.
I'm MiKenyan. I run none of the games. I'm just very enthusiastic about them and just know a lot about them.
Okay, so it's time to start. Who's gonna do the countdown?
I mean, ideally it'd be you, right?
Okay, no problem. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh boy, I'm ready. So for anyone that doesn't know about the Gunvolt games, these are a lovely little series of Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero style games made by Inti Creates, aka the guys that made Mega Man Zero and Mega Man ZX, with a little bit more anime.
A lot more anime. These games are really, they're a lot.
These games, they present themselves in a very sort of serious and sort of dark tone and theme, but they also fully embrace the absolute anime insanity and revel in it. So you're going to see some really on the nose stuff.
Explain the immediate abject insanity that you're seeing right now. Copen, the main character here, they're not quite the exact same jump and shoot guy that you might recognize from certain other Mega Man games. Namely, their movement and their attack styles are very, very different. What you'll notice in the bottom left of the screen when the anime is not currently happening is that Copen has 3 little bullets. Those are not, you know, gun bullets. Those are used for
those are bullets.
Those are used for bullet dashing,
bullets
which is the crazy fast air dashing that you're seeing Copen do all over the screen. You use one when you dash, you gain one back whenever you bounce off a wall or an enemy. Or, yeah.
And that's going to be a huge core aspect of this run, because on top of that, you have this this number counter on the left that's going up as he's damaging. That is the kudos meter, and the kudos meter is very similar to, say, the style meter in Devil May Cry. It goes up as you do damage, but it goes up much more if you do things in a stylish way, like long chains of kills without touching the ground, or using a special skill or your special weapons. And that is going to be a huge part of this run, because very shortly after, Benja is going to acquire a single power-up called the High Pride Overdrive. And the way that features in is that whenever you receive 1,000 kudos, first and foremost, your virtual idol who manages your weapon drones will manifest on screen and start blasting J-pop, and it's glorious. But also, Overdrive activates, and what the High Pride Overdrive does is it increases your damage output proportional to the number of kudos you have. So, as your kudos keeps climbing, as you do more and more damage and more kills, your power just keeps growing and climbing even more and more. And the caveat to that is, if you get touched even once by an attack, that gets reset to 0 and you got to start over again. So what you're going to see Benja doing is trying to keep that as high as possible while never stopping,
which is, of course,
and never getting hit.
Because Benja is a crazy person.
Yeah, Benja is. There are people who are good at video games, and then there's Benja, who is well, I said good before, so whatever's more than that, more gooder. He's more gooder at video games.
Come on.
Benja exploded onto the Gunvolt scene a number of years ago and basically just started stealing all of the world records in every category. He's really nice about it too.
How absolutely delightful and sweet and wonderful Benja is, and also how much of a crazy person he is. I am currently the second place holder for the any percent Gunvolt category in Gunvolt 2. When I had first joined the Gunvolt speedrunning Discord, Benja was nice enough to start a stream to show me the ropes, you know, new strategies, what's going on. He then casually set a new world record right in front of me. Just me.
Yeah, and it's true. I discovered a new strat just playing, and okay, maybe this is gonna be a really good idea. Why not?
And then,
he's gonna be really bad.
After I had ingratiated myself into the community a bit more and become the second place holder, I was just doing some runs one day, and Benja says, "Hey, would you like to race?" And I say, "I would love to race. Let's have a race." And then he set world record again by a full minute.
That's what's going to happen when you agree to race against Benja. I mean, you're going to lose, yes, but you're going to lose in like the most. Like, you can't be mad about it.
I was just impressed.
Yeah.
Well, the really good news right now is I finished Grim with a really good fight. The first boss is really difficult because the RNG affects a lot. This is gonna be really good because I'm not gonna lose some time just for RNG. And now it's time for the infinite bullet.
Ooh, infinite bullet dash is a fun.
First try.
Oh.
GDQ moment. GDQ moment.
Explain how infinite bullets work.
The way infinite bullet dash works is we showed you the bullets in the bottom left corner that are powering his dashes. What you do is you either gain back bullets by bouncing off of enemies and objects, or you can double tap down to reload. When you double tap down, you play a little animation of Copen reloading his bullets, and a whole bunch of empty bullet casings pop out. Super nice. What you can do is, through various actions such as dropping down through a platform or launching yourself up to the air with a sub-weapon, you can cancel the animation and effectively outrun the reload by constantly dashing, thus giving you effectively infinite bullet dashes.
And now we're seeing what this high pride item that we've mentioned before does. You're going to start seeing things on screen just melt. And that's this. And remember, if Benja makes even a small mistake and gets hit, that goes away. The difficulty involved in this particular strat cannot be overstated.
The main problem right now with the high pride is right now I'm gonna play literally always perfect because on Gunvolt series you have always two different ways to play, with kudos and with normals, and with kudos you always need to play with no damage.
And with Copen this is the big problem. This is especially difficult because as much as Benja makes it look like the easiest thing in the world, like riding a bike, you never forget.
Oh my god.
Riding a bike, you never forget. It is very easy.
Oh, there we go. See, so this is Stella here is pretty notorious among casual players for her difficulty, and yeah, it's very easy to just get clipped by one of her hitboxes, and there goes all of his attack power.
Now he has to fight her like a normal person.
As you can see,
a nice normal fight, so it's a really bad one.
But yeah, just
because I'm gonna lose maybe around 10 seconds. Thanks,
it is a very difficult fight to do perfectly.
Whether you're fighting bosses or traversing the levels, it is very easy for Copen's movement to go completely out of control, just because of the nature of his dashes.
It's an incredibly skillful character to play. There's so much nuance involved in being in control of his aerial movements. It's one of the most fun characters I've ever played in an action game, and definitely one of the hardest too. Now, you might have noticed a lot of things exploding there. That was Krim's weapon, Krim being the first boss from earlier. This is very much a Mega Man style game, and Copen is gaining special weapons from the bosses as he beats them. He just received a pair of metal blades from Stella there, and you're going to see him shredding things in a moment. The special weapons really... they really define how you can run through a stage. Look at that, just two circular saws just ripping through everything.
Alright, which level is this again?
This is the Revelio stage right now.
This is Revelio stage.
The main thing here is Revelio. The movement is really precise sometimes, and I'm gonna using, of course, again the infinite bullet, but with other conditions. Like this. On Gunvolt 2, you have the same rule. You can do the infinite bullet dashes, and the condition here is when you have a platform and you press down plus jump, you can cancel all the momentum, the reload, and then just use your bullet again without any problem. So it's really easier than the other version you watch on Stella.
And the J-pop blasts the entire way.
Oh yeah. Remember, this game is always Japanese, so you have a lot of cyber divas and something like that, so it's really normal.
This is the same company that very recently stuck a corgi in a mech suit.
I'm not gonna do this risky.
Curse of the Moon 2 coming up later on today, so you'll probably get to see that. You'll see that in motion. Just a note there. You see these golden sort of icons that he's picking up. Those emblems. There's 4 of them in every stage, and each one of them gives him a flat 500 kudos boost. So he's going to be trying to collect as many of those as he can. So there's another one. In order to just give him just comfortable boost in his power whenever possible. And he also taking account to to hit to clear the end marker of the stage. Oh, beg your pardon. Yeah, he just doesn't. You see, this is one thing about the run. You're going to see a ton of really precise and complex movement throughout the stages. The platforming is excellent. You're not going to see the bosses if we're doing this right, because if he's keeping his kudos high enough, they're just going to get deleted in seconds.
But no, it's not a shame, because you have a really good view about that. You're not gonna stay on the stages, the bosses, but of course, like every single Mega Man X or Mega Man CX series, you have a boss rush, and on the boss rush I don't have the kudos of the start of the stage, so you're gonna watch it anyway. Every single boss, the DMs and the other stuff.
All I'm saying is we need more screen time for the guy whose superpower is literally yarn.
We don't, though.
It's just
the
yarn.
Thing. It's just yarn, and it's slow yarn is the thing.
Yes, but
That's true. He does do that, and that's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, it's not showing off the whole game, so people who are interested in picking the game up will get to see the bosses fresh.
Play the Gunvolt games, you cowards!
No, they are fantastic games.
Yes, play the Gunvolt games.
Also, one thing that I want to point out that we haven't mentioned yet, there's these little glowing circles that you're probably by now noticing. Benja is not touching them. And you might be thinking, that's kind of weird, I wonder why. Those are checkpoints. They give you safety. They also drain your kudos to 0.
Wait.
In casual run, what they do is the kudos, they get locked in and added to your score multiplier, and that counts towards your rank at the end of the mission. But that's not what we're playing for here. So he needs to keep his kudos as high as possible. Therefore, touching a checkpoint is a very bad idea for this run.
Maybe the only way I can touch one checkpoint is just saying miss everything on the final boss rush. This is the only way, but except for that, I'm not gonna take every or any one of them.
Also, there's one thing I just want to point out right now as I mention it. After beating Blade for the second time there, Blade's the name of that boss, Lola, the virtual idol who is making all of the cool stuff happen, she just got a devil trigger. And you're going to see that a bit later. It's yeah, the idol gets a devil trigger, not the guy in the jetpack suit. No. I love this game.
Silly. We enjoy that though.
Thanks, Integrate, for this game. We really needed to wait for the other one. We're really waiting for.
Well, the fantastic thing about Integrate having gone independent is that they get to decide how much time they need to make the games the best they can be, and every single time that is not disappointed. So
I'm just mesmerized.
remind me, this is Disney's
Yes,
isn't it?
and this is a really important one for the lore of this game, because this line is who's the opposite of maid? The male version of maid? Like a servant?
Of maid.
Sorry, my main language is not Spanish. It's not English. It's Spanish. So.
Sorry.
Thanks. That way of saying.
Yeah, sorry, that took a
So
while.
this is the person to.
That's right.
Continue.
Stella, the lady who just screwed him over earlier. The boss at this stage is her butler, and those two are super close and dear to each other. And he is very, very mad because you killed his boss / lover. So also, fun fact, he's the only robot in the series. Most of these guys are human.
Yeah, they're just humans with crazy mutant powers.
Yeah, why not?
He's also a ridiculously cool
this is a
boss
really
design.
fun boss.
He's like a matador. There's a lot I can say about the bosses.
Butler.
And there he goes. Again, if you want to see what these fights are really like, I highly recommend
I'm gonna change
these
it
games.
a little bit.
But the bosses in this series are always fun because they always have a few set themes. In this one, every single one of their designs is based on a sign of the zodiac, and they're all named after movies. So, for example, Disney, who we just saw there, he is based on Taurus, the bull, and they made him a matador, which is just baller as hell. And Disney comes from the movie District 9.
He's a robot. I get it now. He's a robot. He's District 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no. They really love their layered references into creates. Shout out to Integrates if any of them are watching. They make my favorite games. Anybody who's played the first Gunvolt game may actually recognize this stage.
This stage is 100% from the original Gunvolt game.
Yeah,
which is really cool. It kind of gives you this idea that they wanted to have that continuity between them.
Oh, the continuity is very important. If there's one thing that Inti cares about when they're making these games is how to tell a story as well. And so when they drop a hint like this, it is very significant. Now, because we're skipping all of the cutscenes and everything, you're mercifully going to be pretty much spoiler-free. But I will warn you that when we get to the latter 2 or 3 stages of the game, it is going to absolutely obliterate the story of the series for you if you haven't played it before.
This is a really cool segment. We should let Benja focus on this one. We are skipping a very long auto scroll.
Absolutely.
We're gonna wait a little bit here and just move. And the reason is I need my shield to use in that part. So this is gonna be really good. This is my favorite boss. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think?
I'm a little bit behind. I'm gonna need to see him real fast.
So I present you a Mega Man X boss here. So I present you a Spark Mandrill.
Yeah, pretty much.
So back to this Spark Mandrill here.
For those not in the know,
no, you're right.
For those not in the know, if you have Spark Mandrill's weakness,
Yep.
he does nothing.
Absolutely right. Yeah, so turns out the robot butler's sub-weapon is lances made of cloth.
Yep.
So,
that's right.
the most threatening.
Well, the thing, it's what? It's vector cloth. It is able to redirect the motion of literally anything, even light.
Listen, man, you can dress it up all you want. I do not want to be the guy
this
who
is why
died
Mike
to
is here. Look,
I
the
do not
lore
want
of
to be
this
the guy
game is
that died to a
amazing.
tablecloth.
And right now,
But
I'm
it's
gonna
a
using
magic
the
tablecloth.
correct way.
I mean, yeah,
But this is important stuff because right now we have the back to EX, so right now we can do the infinite bullet dash anywhere.
Oh yeah.
So it's really good because this part is really easy.
Yeah, this is like this is basically space jump screw attack. It just completely negates platforming.
Which is good because platforming across floating, moving airships is always a scary time. Don't need to do that though.
Oh yeah,
who does
sure.
that? You can just fly.
But of course you think, okay, we have one Cyber Diva, so we have everything. No, this boss right now is a Cyber Diva too.
Yeah, she's just a
No, she's
normal
a
diva.
diva.
No, she's a-
You've got the cyber diva.
You think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's very mad at the cyber diva.
Oh, you're right.
Somebody
Took
more
her
popular than
job.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
And her power is the power to literally create screaming fanboys. I am absolutely certain that Matt Papa at Ninja Create snuck a Love Live reference into the localized version of this.
No, I'm gonna play this really
Shout
safe.
out to Matt Papa.
Yeah, shout out to the Infinity Great team for this game. Shout out to them. This boss is really funny right now because she have a manip. So you have the opportunity to manip the movement. So I'm gonna using the back to skill right now. She's gonna be at the center. And that's it, the fight is over. $100% guaranteed.
Yeah. We do like those in speedruns. Pop.
It really is just that easy.
Yeah. Thinking about it, when in any kind of Mega Man game, you're not going to see the full extent of most boss fights because you're going to be routing it to exploit their weaknesses wherever possible.
Unless you're playing, unless you're playing as Gunvolt in the first two games, he doesn't get cool sub weapons.
Oops. Oops.
Well, no, but he has lightning, the coolest sub weapon of all. So.
And this is the time to use the Blade EX. The Blade EX is a Dark Trigger. So the main stuff here, I have right now an infinite bar to use my EX, but instead I'm gonna receive some damage if I'm not doing anything on screen. For example, I'm receiving right now some damage.
That's right. When the Dark Trigger is activated, all of your EX weapons are powered up, and the Muse's Kiss weapon we just received from Isola, that is in its fully charged state whenever you fire it. But the downside is that anytime that you're not attacking, you take passive damage, so it's risky to use.
This is a really bad news right now, just for a speedrunner, not for a normal person. We have a plane right now on the current patch, and the really bad thing about that is we're not gonna do a quick heal right now, a really good one. Because Blade, they fix some stuff, the important stuff, and she's gonna be invincible every time on the last phase. So I'm just gonna play normally here and without lots of kudos because I don't need it.
Yeah, so one of the things that we haven't mentioned so far, because for the most part, let's be honest, Benja is just skipping the boss fights. If you look at the health bar for a given boss, it's got 3 segments. Each of those segments is a phase, and when you get down to the last segment, there's supposed to be a desperation attack. Usually there's some invulnerability time that goes along with that, stuff like that. things that Benja just does not have time for. But you're going to start, as we get closer to the end of the run, you're going to see a little bit more of that.
Yeah, one of the biggest downsides to those attacks is that they have this this sort of cutaway graphic that plays and interrupts the fight beforehand, and which by itself wastes a lot of time, even if you are able to destroy
you say
them
that,
during
but
the attack.
gosh,
So
I mean they're so good.
They have so much to say.
Oh, they're amazing. They're
Pay attention to
fantastic.
them. Read the text on screen.
Fact,
it's always amazing.
It's all in keeping with the theme of SGQ this year. Every one of the desperation attacks is accompanied by a haiku incantation.
We lost Benja.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
You need to pause. You should pause.
What happened?
Maybe I'm good now? I'm back? Oh, this is gonna... Oh, thanks. I can continue, so...
I'll find out in a sec.
Sorry, internet stuff in Chile. Yeah, sorry, but I'm not just advanced so loud. Oh, don't worry. So, 3, 2, 1, and go again. Oops. And go. So we're right now on the last phase on Blade, the second Blade, and the important thing here, we're gonna skip her DM. So enjoy the moment. Hey, what about your guys here or not? Hello? Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we're here. We're
I'm scared because I confused so long.
We're just in awe.
Where are my commentators? Where are my people?
We're right here.
But
we're right here, man.
Sorry, it took me a moment. It took me a moment to get stream back
Finally
after
back.
that little hiccup. But
Let's go.
Yeah, back now. Yeah. So the cool lightning stuff you saw there, that's the kind of stuff that most of the bosses do if you actually play the game the way it's meant to be played. Or just casually through for the first time.
Yeah, if you're not cheating by being too good at the game.
There's a lot that you're not seeing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Benja, what's wrong with you?
Sorry,
Stop being good at video games.
I can't, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's Yarn Guy again.
Now, as you see, we're starting the boss rush now, and as you can see, because he started out this fight with 0 kudos, so he has to actually play this fight out the way it normally would be. Oh, look, there's the thread Gatling gun.
The best RNG. Good RNG again.
It's so extra, I love it.
Hey, one more kudos, please, give me more. Ah, really bad one.
But as soon as he hits 1,000, overdrive happens, and then it's over. And yep, there we go. We got a haiku desperation attack there. Just weaving through all of those. If he touched any of those, he would have been trapped in a lengthy animation.
I need more kudos. I need more kudos right now.
I get what you said there. You said weaving.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh.
So we're ready. It's time to play the boss rush. We're finally ready.
Yeah.
So Stella, it's my time for my round 2. I'm really mad. I'm really mad for the last one. This is my round 2. But my revenge are gonna be really good.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this at this point is the most important part of the
This
run.
I wasn't expecting.
I think I'm a little behind where you're seeing.
Right now it's revenge on Stella.
Oh, the position is
messing up his groove early.
the position is really bad right now. I need to wait a little bit. Okay, time to move. Just waiting here. Wait again. Again. And that's it.
There we go.
No.
Well done.
Really close, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
it's,
sacrifice the goals for this.
Yeah, of course not. Because losing kudos at any point completely upsets the momentum for the rest of the stage. So it is the top priority to make sure that those are held onto if at all possible.
And the really cool stuff, I level up on the last part of the boss, so I recover every single one of my HP right now.
Always handy.
Now Krim here, this is a very different fight because he has the saw blades this time. Yeah, he just loses his armor.
Yeah, you can just melt him down.
Suddenly becomes a joke.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite quick kills because one runner, Tori, a Japanese runner, a really good one, discovered a way to destroy this boss right now. So I have the kudos, I have the power, so why not to do that? So I'm gonna start with the photon detonator. Using 3, change it to the teleport to defend myself with everything.
We're neck deep in spoiler territory here, guys. So
And that's it. Oh my.
If you want to preserve the
Well, what's
Yeah,
it?
if you want to preserve the experience when you play the games, this would be the time to look away. But
that being said,
That's true.
yeah.
That being said, I do
encourage.
I encourage everyone. I'm seeing some comments in chat about how hyped this game looks. The Gunvolt series is
Really?
yeah. The Gunvolt series is all on Switch, PC, and PS4. I encourage everyone to go out and at least give them a try. These are such good games.
It's on everything.
Now. We've got,
relatively inexpensive. It's super fun.
We're on Switch, PC, Xbox One, PS4. So it's taken a while, but now it's on every platform and it's super accessible. So yeah, they're by all means.
You can play these on the 3DS if you want to. We're not going to
fun.
stop you. There's no law against it.
We physically cannot come to your house and stop you. Probably. I don't know. Benja's a magician, so I don't know what he does.
No, Benja will just show up at your house and just be better than you and make you like him for it.
And finally, done. So this is the really hard part because right now I'm not having enough kudos, so I need to play Bacto, and Bacto is a really hard one because the RNG is really bad always. So we need to know if he's gonna do him first. Jumping? Jumping. Good.
Good. I'm glad he jumped.
No, you're not gonna using this.
Oh, there we go.
Hit it.
Very nice. Just something I want to drop out there while I think of it. Bacto's name is also from a movie. It is from Back to the Future.
Oh, I didn't catch that one. Oh,
I would never guess that.
I hate it.
Oh no.
It's phenomenal.
And yeah, this ignoring the fact that all of these games are wonderful, delightful times, the speedrunning scenes are criminally underutilized, but very healthy. I would know. I'm there. What am I talking about? Play these games. Speed run them with us. We need new meat.
So this is a really important part, and maybe I can receive one hit here because the RNG is always really bad. So I present you a really old boss from Gunvolt 1. We're gonna wait. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, just gonna play safe here. Okay, really Really good RNG. No, not this time. So I'm not gonna do the skip, the normal skip with the DM, so enjoy the dodge.
Classic Asimov giving you grief.
It's what he does.
They as a character who is dead after the first Gunvolt game, Asimov is very much a surprise appearance here. But believe it or not, they foreshadowed it, because the name of the final boss that they tell you earlier is Demerzel, and Demerzel is a character from one of the science fiction novels by Isaac Asimov.
Nice.
We're
really still on time.
We're down to the final health bar.
I don't even have anything to say. I'm just mesmerized by this whole last section.
Yeah, this gameplay is amazing.
This is serious time.
Or at least it was serious time. I'm still a few seconds behind.
And of course with the style, why not? This is not gonna be PB anyway.
Oh no. Well, I mean, it can't be. You had a bit of a hiccup.
No, this is not gonna be PB. And time. That's it.
That's still just such a fantastic run.
Well
Finally.
done.
You'll love to see it.
So this is everyone a sort of strike? No, Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger EX. I hope you enjoy this a lot, and of course, shout out to my commentaries. We have some difficult stuff with the time, but they're gonna do anyway.
We had a good
really,
time.
guys, thank you.
We had a good time. It was fun.
No, but thank you for having me.
What a good time. Thank you.
Play the Gunvolt games, please.
Play the Gunvolt. Just a little shout out, because a lot of friends watch my run. So thanks a lot for the Speedrun Español to streaming in Spanish this marathon. And of course, big shout out to Goofy and Dan Ruby. They're doing the commentaries in Spanish, so thank you guys, really awesome. The SRE Discord, Elysium Discord, really good friend, Bibitag, Smash Brother Chile, a lot of really good friends, and I'm really happy everyone's enjoyed my run. So really thank you for the opportunity, of course, and thank you for the GDQ to accepting this game. So you're really good and awesome, guys. And of course the viewers, thank you so much to enjoy the game. I don't know. We're just continuing with the marathon, maybe.
Everyone have a lovely night. It's very late.
Yeah.
No.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Wow, Benja, that was. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that VOD about 14 times just to get any notion of what happened there. That was insane. Thank you so much for that run. Okay, let's try to get in a couple of quick donations here. We did have some love coming in for Benja there. Let's go with $100 from Poochie.exe. Gunvolt hype! I love the Gunvolt series, and it's always cool to see them at GDQ. Shout out to Doctors Without Borders, and thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all you've done to help the world deal with the pandemic. I've also got, just plugging a quick incentive here, $25 from Devil Dog 357. Up with a late night shift. Got to do my part for Mr. Game and Shout with the Link Yono costume. Enjoying the runs, commentary, and the hosts. Thank you, everyone. A thank you for that donation. Quick update on that. We are $970 away. And we're going to be cutting that off, as far as I know, when the run starts, which is right after this Twitch ad we're about to go to. So if you've got $1,000 burning a hole in your pocket, I really want to see Cute Elephant. Please? All right, let's go to that ad. I'll see you on the flip side. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2020 Online, powered by Twitch. I am Mr. Game and Shout, but only for a moment because the next run is ready, so we're going to go ahead that way. Bullets is here, and I think he's got something about an elephant for us. Show us what you got, friend.